Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings, a Lord of the Rings Legacy. Okay, so today, my friends, I want to give you advice if you're a free-to-play player. And what things, or if you want to put a tiny bit of money into the game, what do you want to put it into? All right. So again, we're here back again. The season hasn't started for me yet this time around. I'll be going into my 5th season. All right. I've been playing since the start of this game, and we're gonna go up to the money bag there at the top of the thing, and let's just talk about a few things. So there's things you can spend your money on, right? I'd like to point out right off the bat that the game of RiseToWar does a pretty darn good job of keeping it balanced, even though these kind of games and phone games usually have a tendency to want to be pay to win, right? But they do a good job of making it not that in RiseToWar. It definitely helps if you put a ton of money into the game, but realistically, you can put a little bit of money in and you'll still be doing great. Or if you play free to play, it still matters, because the reason being, armor does make a difference, which is basically what you're paying for, and respect for your commanders. But if you have let's say 3 free-to-play players and someone who's paid a lot of money, you can beat that person because there's a limit to how many tiles they can have. There's a limit to their stamina of their commanders, and then you have 3 people with more stamina and more ability to take tiles, which is very important in a risk type game. And also, it does matter how long you've been playing, even if you're free to play, because as you get your free rolls each day, which again, if you go down here to the bottom behind my screen, you go to the Matham chest in the bottom right for here, there's a daily free spin. I've already done my daily free spin today, but you get a free one each day that you can use, and there's a chance that you will get a high level piece of armor, 2% chance, just like normal, or a letter for a really good commander or something like that. So you will get it. I got, for example, if you're like, oh, does that really happen, Zollin? Yes, it does. I rolled by mistake the evil chest one time, and guess what dropped in my free roll? Hey, you gotta laugh, but I got Karun here. I got his letter. I misclicked. I thought I had the good chest and I clicked. I was like, oh, I clicked the wrong chest. And it gave me a gold tier hero. Before this last season started, I did my free roll for the day. And guess what it gave me? I got a letter. I got Gil-galad's letter. Yes. And remember, this is a 0.1% chance on my free roll. So yes, you can get good stuff as a free-to-play player still. Again, you're just giving yourself more choices to buy more things. But again, it's not end all. You can still enjoy the game as free-to-play. So, but if you're a free-to-play player who's like, I'd like to put a little bit of money in the game, but I don't want to, empty my wallet of, hundreds and hundreds of dollars, I just like to put some in. Here's what I would recommend as you play. This is the stuff I would recommend for purchasing. I'd recommend if you want to get up some coins for a certain chest, you can do this. This adds up though. $2 a day. If you think about it, a daily reset, that adds up real quick, right? That's $7. That's $14 a week. Dun math. Now you're saying, that adds up. So you could do a couple of those if you want, but what I would do is the periodic benefits. Okay, these are huge. I would really recommend these. It's $10 US dollars at least for a month, and basically what they give you is, you get 2,300 gems right when you buy it, and 30 coins right off the bat, which is, if you look at the comparison, it's really, really cheap comparison. And then also you get a daily coin for 30 days every time you log on. And by the way, you don't miss it. You don't miss the coins. Some games will make you miss it. RiseToWar doesn't do that. If you miss a day, you log in the second day. Basically what happens is you just basically, I think it might give you an option to loot both coins, or it just, you just waits for that coin till you loot it. It might be both coins, so it gives you the option to loot both, I believe. So that's really nice. $10. This one over here, digging for treasure, it's only $2. And it's a 7-day thing. You get 400 gems right when you get it, and 200 for that first day, and then you also get 7 days of 200 gems each day, which is nice because if you're doing your daily spin, when you do your first daily spin, it gives you a free one, and then it'll give you an option to use 200 coins to spin one more time. I usually use that. So that 200 gems a day will work into this. You can use it for that, okay? So those are good things I recommend. There's also one I recommend when you're in game. We're not there yet, but it will be the building buff, and it gives you 1,000 gems and an extra builder for 30 days slot, and it's like, I think it's $5. I recommend that if you want to help boost yourself just a little bit in game, but otherwise it's not something you have to do. I definitely don't think it's game changing. So those are just recommendations from what I would say is my thing. Poor guy fell fell down right there. But anyway, hopefully that'll help you guys out decide. Again, too, these get more pricey if you're buying gems, but I also highly recommend if you're gonna buy any gems with money, buy it one time. And they're all different, okay? They're all different. So this first time bonus, where it says it's 4,000 for $20, but then you get 5,200 more on top of that, that first time bonus works on all the different ones. So for example, if you bought the $1, $5, $10, you get the 200 bonus, the 1,000 bonus, the 2,006. You get all of them. They're all separately done. You can only do it once per the season, but little trick that I found is that when you're in Bag End, you buy here in Bag End, once the season starts, these will reset and you can do the first time buy again for that season. And then again, when the season's over, you're back in Bag End waiting to choose your next season to reset, and then in the next season you reset. So keep that in mind. So I'd highly recommend that you think about when you buy these, if you are going to spend any money on this, because I'd recommend that you buy them when you get this bonus, because it's way more worth it then. All right, so there we go. That's my recommendations for free to play. And again, guys, items as you go, you will collect items on free to play as well. And just remember to decide what you want to use from. I have a whole video on switching the ability of the item if it's the same ability. So for example, if you want to switch from burn damage to, you know, this on your ability, but you used all your things in this one already, there's a good way to fix that, you guys. You just strengthen this once, and then you use your one that has everything in it to refine it, and then all the stuff gets pulled out and you can use it all on this new one, okay? I have a whole video on that, so it's a little nerve-wracking to use your equipment for that, so I have a video doing detailed steps on that if you want to check on the same playlist. All right, anyway, my friends, that's to my free-to-play friends out there. You guys, again, it's not... the real thing that matters in this game is having a team. That's what really matters. It does help to have good gear and put a little bit of money into the game. But again, if you just put a tiny bit each, you know, maybe less than $20, again, if you're buying those monthly things or that, you know, weekly thing, you can use those to save up your coins, your Matham coins. Wait for one of the special chests that come out, because these are the regular ones. Wait for one of the special ones to come out, and then if it's stuff you like in that special one, you'll have about 100 coins by that point. You can saved up and you can use it. So anyway, I hope that helps you guys out. You guys have a great day in Middle Earth, and fired it. Subscribe button's right there, my friends. And next episode for RiseToWar content's up there. And over there is a LOTR tale by voiceovers in the Lord of the Rings Online. And we do lots of other Lord of the Rings content on this channel, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks to my patrons too, you guys are awesome. And I'll see you all in the next episode of Voice of the Rings.